What's up my good Tenno? This is Mulgarath Plays. Today we are going to talk about Octavia Prime. But first I want to thank all of you for the 100 subscribers. Thank you all for supporting my videos and motivating me to upload more. Now onto the video. Octavia Prime or Octavia is a literal god tier warframe that no one is talking about. She got invisibility, crowd control, damage multiplier, multi-shot, and infinite scaling damage ability. Octavia has it all and has not received any game-changing nerf ever since. Her kit is so broken to the point that you can actually run her without any mods on steelpath. The only issue with her is her gameplay, where she has to do things with rhythm. This rhythm will be based on the song you put on your mandicord. Now let's do a little recap on Octavia Prime's skills. I will explain why her skills have great synergy with each other, making her very overpowered. Starting with her first ability. Mallet, this is Octavia's infinite scaling ability. She will throw down ball that emit music. And every time it beats it damages the enemy in the affected radius. The way that the damage of the mallet works is that the mallet will take enemy aggro, and when the enemy damages the mallet, it will store and multiply that damage and add it to the damage that it emits. Meaning the stronger the enemy, the stronger the damage of our mallet will be. Octavia's second ability is Resonator. Octavia will deploy a ball that will also take enemy aggro. But unlike mallet, this skill does not output high damage. What this skill does is it moves and follows the user around and aggroing the enemy in the process. This skill has a synergy with Octavia's mallet as it enables the mallet to be equipped by the Resonator, creating a high damage CC skill synergy for Octavia. Octavia's third skill is called Metronome. This skill is where all Octavia's buffs come from. When you consecutively crouch to the beat of your mandicord, you will get a buff that will turn you invisible. Jumping to the beat will give you a speed boost. Matching your firing action to the beat will give you additional multi-shot. And melee attacking while matching the beat will give you melee damage. As you can see, Octavia pretty much have all of the buffs in Warframe, and this skill also gives Octavia an additional bonus armor increase which scales off strength. However, the only buff you really need is the invisibility, since you can let your mallet and resonator do the rest. Finally, Octavia's fourth ability is called Amp. Octavia will throw this down and create a field with decibels on it. While inside the field, Octavia and all of her allies will gain a damage multiplier which scales off Octavia's power strength. This skill will also double the damage and radius of Octavia's mallet. I almost forgot. Octavia's passive replenishes Octavia and her allies 30 energy over 30 seconds. This is great as it also gives you an energy refund on your abilities. Now let's move on to the build for Octavia. I'm going to show you two builds. The first build will focus on duration. This is the lazy build. You can use this if you pretty much want to do something on the sides while farming. The mods for this build consists of primed continuity and narrow-minded for the duration, overextend, auger reach, and stretch for the range. We used the overextension to counteract the negative range from narrow-minded. Blind rage to counteract the negative power strength of overextended. Rolling guard for the 3 seconds invulnerability and status cleanse. Equilibrium so that we can utilize the synth mods to convert health orbs to energy. This is much more efficient than using efficiency mod. Handspring for the knockdown recovery. If you have primed sure-footed, use it. Enemy radar is a personal preference. You can change this to any aura mod you want. Molt augmented for the extra 60% power strength when you build up the stack of the arcane. Arcane energize for additional energy management. With this build, you can have a very long uptime to your skills, enabling you to alt-tab and do something while farming for resources. The second build is for more on DPS and range. Augur message, primed continuity and constitution for the duration. Augur reach and stretch for the range. Intensify for the 30 power strength. You can change this into a maxed out Umbra Intensify for more power strength. Rolling guard for the 3 seconds invulnerability and status cleanse. And the augment mod partition mallet. This augment mod enables you to throw down 2 mallets for the price of 20% reduced range. Since we will have 2 mallets, we can output more damage if we throw these mallets close to each other. Handspring for the knockback recovery and enemy radar, cause why not? For the arcane we went the same route by using Molt augmented and energize. You can use Molt efficiency if you want to maximize the duration. This build doubles the damage output of the first build in exchange for less duration. Now for the weapons. The only weapon you really have to use is just for killing the acolytes. For this I recommend the Glaive Prime, as it is a great acolyte killing weapon and this melee does not require you to come close to the acolyte. For the secondary I recommend is Laetum. Same reason, just for killing acolytes. And for the primary, you can use whatever you want. For me I use Bubonico when going up against corpus units, as it has innate viral damage on its radial attack that is separated from your toxin damage. This will let you proc toxin damage and viral simultaneously with the Bubonico. Now for the builds. Let's look at the Glaive Prime build first. The stance does not really matter because we will be using the charge attack. So use whatever you want with the stance. Power throw for the bonus throw damage. This is great since we will always be using the throw charge attack of the glaive. Corrupt charge for the initial 30 combo. Prime pressure point for the base damage increase. Amalgam organ shatter for the critical damage increase and heavy attack wind up speed. Gladiator might for the extra critical damage. Sacrificial steel for the flat amount of critical chance. And killing blow for the bonus heavy damage. Prime fever strike to proc toxin. This is great because our glaive will force proc slash and toxin which deals damage over time. Now for the Laetum build. Gunslinger for the attack speed. Prime pistol gambit and prime target cracker for the base critical damage and chance increase. Galvanized diffusion for the multi-shot. Galvanized shot for the gun CO. Convulsion and pistol pestilence to create corrosive and heated charge for the heat status effect. Take note that we need to have heat to have the higher priority, that is why we run convulsion in 0 rank. Steady hands for stability. This build is really great for killing acolytes and it is a great alternative if you have not yet acquired the Glaive Prime. Now the Bubonico build. Galvanized hell for the multi-shot. Critical deceleration for the critical chance and ravage for the critical damage. Vigilante armaments for critical chance and mutlashot paired with vigilante fervor which grants us attack speed. Galvanized savvy for the gun CO. Toxic barrage and contagious spread so we can make toxin our priority element when we proc with our radial attack. Now I'm going to show you how overpowered this build works. When starting the mission, you just have to use your third ability to go invisible and throw your mallet. Now watch all the enemies die from your mallet. As you can see I can go AFK for up to 30 seconds since our skill uptime goes beyond 30 seconds. And we really only need to go back to play whenever we need to collect air supply and recast our abilities. Let's just do this mission for 10 minutes. As you can see, achieving long runs is very easy for Octavia. This is why she is the best Warframe to cheese steelpath. That is all for my Octavia Prime build. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more videos.